Hello, my name is Charles Poole, and I would like to share with you some of my thoughts and what I have found researching the strategies of effective mentoring and what effective mentoring means to me. First, let's examine what mentoring is. Mentoring can be defined as a formal or informal relationship where a more experienced person, a mentor, serves as an advisor or provides guidance to a less experienced person, a mentee, on their path to personal or professional development. Mentoring is a relationship that develops from a desire to pass along the knowledge and the experiences in the profession from senior people to those individuals just starting out in the field. This can be done effectively through the commitments of the individuals involved. Mentors and mentees have to build a relationship which takes time and effort to cultivate, and each of them must be willing to invest that time and energy. Building a good relationship amongst each individual is a key factor if mentoring is to be effective and successful. There are several individual strategies and characteristics for both the mentor and the mentee that each can use to facilitate a supportive mentoring relationship. In an article titled Create Effective Mentoring Relationships, published in Intervention in School and Clinic in 2006, several strategies are outlined to be an effective mentor. It stated the effective techniques of a mentor are number one, to prepare themselves to be a mentor. One could do this by examining what makes them successful, such as their work ethic or their work traits, examining their strengths and weaknesses, and looking at ways that they have effectively communicated with others in the past. Number two, mentors should share a professional vision by identifying the future goals and expectations with the mentee about the direction he or she wants to go. Also, set a pathway to achieve their vision. Number three, mentors should have the ability to communicate. They need to encourage open communication, supportiveness, and personal engagement. They need to use well-chosen words that reflect confidence. Also, they need to listen to the mentee, learn what their interests are, their needs and goals, and how to help them in their development. Number four, mentors need to create a network of support. They should build relationships with other colleagues that are mentors and know who to contact if they themselves need support. Number five, mentors should share information and knowledge. Effective mentoring is the ability to reach out to the mentee in non-threatening ways, share information amongst each other, and also engage that individual to share their information. Number six, solve, resolve, and evolve. The mentor should encourage problem-solving skills and examine how the mentee approaches situations. They need to support them in their decision-making abilities and the direction that they choose to go. Number seven, create effective consultation skills. Mentors should create a diary of past problems that they have encountered, explain how they were dealt with, and share these with the mentee. Encourage the mentee to find solutions and ask questions. Number eight, having the mentor consider how they would like to be treated. Effective feedback is closely tied with open communication. However, feedback should remain positive, yet it has to provide suggestions for improvement. In other words, don't belittle the person. Number nine, striking a balance. Create a relationship with the mentee and avoid abusing your authority as a mentor. Provide advice, support, and empower them. The mentor needs to rely on their professional advice and, most importantly, listen. This was an article that I researched that provided great strategies for becoming an effective mentor. It listed effective ways to foster relationship building between the mentor and the mentee. Another article titled 12 Tips for Developing Effective Mentors, published in Medical Teacher 2006, further clarified some additional characteristics good mentors should have. For instance, mentors need a clear expectation of their roles and enhanced listening and feedback skills. Mentors need time to mentor. Time needs to be invested in the mentee. And finally, mentors need to continuously evaluate their mentoring programs. How effective are they and what are the outcomes? Where are the areas for improvement? My research on effective mentoring also involved interviewing 2 individuals by asking a series of questions and recording their feedback on what effective mentoring means to them. One individual is a medical resident in radiation oncology, and his opinion of mentoring is that the mentor should learn as much as possible about the goals and the priorities of the mentee. He also states that empowering the mentee and not pressuring them with an opinion is important. He feels mentors should be advisors and should be easily approachable. Another individual I interviewed was a medical physics resident. His feedback on what effective mentoring meant to him was that a mentor needs to be invested in his growth and development. If the mentor is not interested in development, then they are not effective mentors. I also asked each of them if they have ever had any positive mentoring traits that have had a lasting effect on them. The physician stated honesty was the one positive thing that has had a lasting effect on him. The physicist stated that a positive trait would be someone who is relational, people who are good one-on-one. He also prefers people that are driven, who like to set goals and achieve them. The use of positive reinforcement has had a lasting effect on him as well. I also inquired about whether any negative mentoring traits have had lasting effects on them. Both of the individuals said ignorance by mentors or someone who is not invested in their development makes a big negative impact on a person. My opinion on what effective mentoring means to me has been enlightened through the interviews and the research articles I have read. I do not believe effective mentoring can be done unless the mentor is truly invested in my professional growth wholeheartedly. Guidance should be first and foremost without negativity. I feel time is the second biggest factor in effective mentoring. You have to have both people investing the time. Otherwise, it becomes more of an advising situation. Open communication is another big part of making mentorship work. If I cannot communicate with my mentor or they are too busy for me, in my mind, that is not effective mentoring. This assignment has opened my eyes to what mentorship is about and the strategies and the characteristics that make it effective. Thank you for listening to my presentation.